Sarah is a hardworking nurse from Austin, Texas. She's always dreamt of a life that felt free, a life where she didn't have to worry about rent that never seemed to stop rising or the mounting pressures of city life. Her mind often wanders during her long shifts, dreaming of a place where she could just be, a space where she could live her way, sustainably, affordably, and surrounded by nature. It's a quiet Sunday afternoon. Sarah's sitting in her tiny apartment, scrolling through news headlines on her phone. The usual mix of world events and tech news floods her screen, but one headline stops her in her tracks. Elon Musk teases groundbreaking Tesla motorhome. Affordable living at $85,200. Her heart skips a beat. A Tesla motorhome? For under $100,000? This wasn't some fantasy. This was real. Could this be the escape she's been craving? She reads on, eager to find out more. The article paints a picture of the relentless pace Musk has been keeping lately. SpaceX is launching rocket after rocket, sending astronauts to space like it's a regular shuttle service. They've even doubled the coverage of Starlink, bringing internet access to some of the world's most remote corners. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. What truly grabs Sarah's attention is how SpaceX is experimenting with a new rocket separation technique called hot staging. Essentially, it's a way to make space travel more efficient, cutting down waste, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Musk is always looking forward, always finding ways to stretch the limits of reality. But today, it's not about space. No, today Musk is teasing something far more down to earth. Sarah recalls watching a snippet of his presentation at Tesla's annual shareholder meeting, where he breezed through updates on the Optimus robot, the long-awaited Cybertruck, and even the Tesla Model 3. And of course, the Tesla full self-driving FSD technology. It all sounded like science fiction. But Musk had a way of turning dreams into realities. And then there it was, the Tesla motorhome. It wasn't just any motorhome. This was rumored to be an electric, sustainable, self-driving home on wheels, designed for people just like Sarah, those yearning for freedom, adventure, and a break from the status quo. No more rent, no more being tethered to one location. You could wake up in the forests of Oregon one day and fall asleep under the stars in the Utah desert the next, all powered by Tesla's cutting-edge technology, solar panels on the roof, a battery strong enough to last days off the grid, and of course, the convenience of self-driving capabilities. Sarah wouldn't just be living in a motorhome, she'd be living in the future. The price? $85,200. For someone like Sarah, it was a number she could actually wrap her head around. Sure, it wasn't pocket change, but it was attainable. No more monthly rent payments bleeding her dry. This was an investment in a lifestyle, one that promised sustainability, freedom, and a chance to truly live life on her terms. But it wasn't just about the money for Sarah. It was about escaping the daily grind, about reconnecting with herself and the world around her. The more she thought about it, the more she realized this wasn't just some far-fetched idea. This could be her reality. She closed her eyes for a moment, imagining herself sitting at the edge of a cliff, overlooking the Grand Canyon, the sun setting in the distance. Her Tesla motorhome parked behind her, quietly charging from the sun, her worries drifting away with the cool evening breeze. But then the doubts crept in. What if it's just another hype machine? She'd heard the promises of affordable homes before, and yet here she was, paying over $1,800 a month for an apartment the size of a shoebox. Could she really trust that this was different? The thing is, Musk has always been more than just a dreamer. He's delivered time and time again, whether it was with Tesla, SpaceX, or even his ambitious ideas about Mars colonization. And while Sarah isn't planning to leave Earth anytime soon, the idea of hitting the road in a sleek, eco-friendly Tesla motorhome felt like it was made for someone exactly like her. She wasn't just buying into a product. She was buying into a future where people like her could finally live freely, without the burden of mortgages or rent, where they could roam, explore, and connect with the world in ways they never thought possible. Sarah knew, deep down, this was the answer she'd been waiting for. The Tesla motorhome wasn't just a headline or a concept, it was hope. A hope that people like Sarah, frustrated with the city's grind, tired of living paycheck to paycheck, could find a new way forward. It was a call to adventure, a chance to live a life where the horizon is the only limit. And with that, Sarah smiled. The future didn't seem so far away anymore.